Welcome back to IOL News. My name is Mendi Mtshali, and I am back to give you a quick recap over the testimonies made at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. So Captain Norgi testified at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry that a 5-person team was more sufficient to verify the information about people impersonating Hawks members during the raid at Katiso KT Molefe's home. He also testified that upon meeting Captain Wanda, he informed him that they were executing arrest and search warrants, but he refused to provide the case number to the Hawks members on scene. Captain Norgi said that when he asked Captain Wanda for the case number, he responded by saying, "Tell your general to speak to General Khumalo."
And Captain, is there a reason that for this exercise to verify whether there were people at that Hawks members impersonating themselves there, that you would send yourself and 4 other team members? Is there a reason for this?
The reason was basically just to go and verify the information.
And for a verification exercise, was it necessary to send 5 individuals?
That's correct, because we were a team there, and it would be more sufficient to have so many members there.
What happens then with the interaction with Captain Wanda?
Yeah, upon meeting with Captain Wanda, he came there, whereby I was standing with Captain Kruger, and he informed me that they were engaged with an operation whereby they executed a J50 warrant, an arrest warrant, as well as a J51 search and seizure warrants, whereby I asked him for a case number and or an inquiry number, and he didn't divulge that to us.
And you then say that when you asked him for these reference number, alternatively a case number, he responded by saying, "Tell your general to speak to General Khumalo."
That's correct, Commissioners.
Captain Norgi has testified that their systematic approach relied on standby members for immediate backup. Addressing the lack of a defined plan, he further stated that the official incident report was not prepared by him, but was actually forwarded to him. It was prepared by Colonel Matlole, who wrote it based on his short reports. Let's have a look.
So this is a scene you know nothing about.
That's correct.
At which point do you discuss a plan about how you're going to approach this, which you don't know anything about?
Hence that we were not going to rush into the scene as to just blindfoldly. We were going to approach the scene systematically if it was not a genuine scene, and from there we were going to call for more backup.
At which point did you or would you discuss a systematic approach? I ask as a layperson. I imagine you walking into a scene that potentially has got criminals who are armed.
That's
potentially,
correct,
and I'm assuming you know nothing about that scene, unless you know what's going on there from your discussion with Captain Matlole, with Colonel Matlole. Unless you know what's going on, I'm assuming you go there knowing nothing about that scene, and you potentially expect there are criminals. At which point do you discuss your approach to that scene?
Hence, as it is approaching scenes like this, whereby there could be a potential confrontation and such, we always have members that are on standby.
What does it mean? What does that answer mean? Did you prepare this, or was it forwarded to you?
This document, as I mentioned early on, I gave a short report to Colonel Matlole, whereby she sent in a full report.
Okay.
Upon being in contact with me, she verified whatever is in this the document in front of me, whether it's that what transpired there, then which I said yes.
Okay, so you didn't prepare this?
No,
this
I didn't
WhatsApp
prepare.
message?
She wrote it and confirmed.
The next witness who was called to the stand is a field officer involved in the undercover operations to prevent compromise to ongoing investigations and future participation. Warrant Officer testified overhearing Colonel Matlole instruct Captain Norgi to proceed to Stanton to verify who those members are, citing concerns over individuals claiming to be Hawks officers at Molefe's home.
Asking the captain if we are anywhere near the vicinity of Stanton, because our operational plan was supposed to be in the East Rand. The captain said, no, we are still here on the East Rand side. We are in Ruma. We just finished our operation. Then I overheard her telling the captain that, please, there are members somewhere in the vicinity of Stanton that are saying they are from the Hawks office. Can you and the team please proceed there and verify who those members are?
Warrant Officer testified that a Sergeant Mteto pointed to an individual, Malcom X, accusing him of taking videos and pictures, and that he was telling someone on the phone that they were claiming to be from the Hawks office. He also identified the third person at the raid with Malcom X as advocate Thami Hadebe, who is currently representing suspects at a separate High Court case that Warrant Officer is currently investigating. Now, Warrant Officer testified that beyond talking to Sergeant Mtetwa, he did nothing in the way of their official duties during the 10 minutes on the scene.
What's going on here? And then Sipho was talking to me. He said, hey, you see that guy there? He pointed from the three gentlemen that were standing behind the Mercedes Benz. He pointed the guy that was wearing a cap, spectacles, and a backpack. He pointed to that man and saying, you see that idiot is busy taking videos of us and he's taking pictures. He's talking to someone on the phone, telling that person that we said we are from the Hawks office. Then I looked. When I looked at the person he was pointing at, I recognized that man. I know that man to be Malcom X. And then the third person that was standing with them, I recognize him also. That is Advocate Thami Hadebe. The reason I know Advocate Thami Hadebe is representing suspects in the South Gauteng High Court in a case that I am investigating.
Well, the commission has been adjourned for today and a new witness is expected to testify on Wednesday. That is all for now. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Goodbye.